Yo, 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 what's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to Empire Jeff TV. I am your host, Empire Jeff, coming to you live on a Monday night. I was watching Monday Night Football, man. My team is getting is just getting shellacked, getting abused, getting hands put on them, man. At home in New York City. This is crazy, man. Well, Jersey, really, but man, my New York football Giants. I don't even know what to say right now, man. So I might forget this, man. I'm watching it right here, but internet started tripping, trying to watch a game and do a live stream at the same time. And my internet was like sluggish, so it tripped out there in the beginning of the stream. I apologize for that. But outside of that, yeah, we're here to talk Los Angeles Lakers 2023-24 seasons, media day, and training camp. So I'm excited, man. This is officially the first day of the new season, man. I love media day. It's almost like it's like we get multiple Christmas mornings coming up here, huh? You get media day, you get training camp, you get preseason, then you get the kickoff of the regular season. So really excited to see how this team comes together. Really liked what I heard from a lot of people today. I'm not really one of those guys who typically get too high on what people say on media day. It's like the first day of school. Everyone has an A. Everyone's happy. It's pre on the nagging injuries or any type of ego stuff. It's all usually happy. Every team in the league is happy today. Saw Portland Trailblazers, DeAndre Ayton out there tripping, calling himself dominating, like crazy. Charlotte Hornets training camp, they super hype. Houston hype. Like everyone's training camp is super hype today. So it's really hard to really see a training camp and take too much out of it because everyone's saying what they should, saying the right things. Everyone's excited. Fans are excited. Players are excited. Front offices are excited. Coaches are excited. And, you see all that excitement play out at media day. So it's very rare that you see it at media day. And it's not like it doesn't really get you hyped no matter who your team is. Some of these teams after like 5 or 7 games, their fans don't even care no more. But, teams like us, the Lakers, the Celtics, the Bucks, the Suns, and the Nuggets. I have a feeling that all 5 of those teams are going to be excited all year, barring any type of injury. So, like I said, I liked what I saw from it. Hearing from Braun and talking about, passing the torch to AD. AD talking about that. I'm talking about that. Heard the talk, all that talk that Denver was doing, and it looks like these guys are focused. They look like they're in great shape. They all talked about chemistry a lot. They talked about the mini camp. They all talked about each other a lot, which I really like to see. And I also liked hearing everyone kind of talk about, and especially Austin Reeves talking about D'Lo and how important he's going to be. Gabe Vincent talking about he can play whatever role that's needed for him. Vando out there, like there's all these guys just kind of talking about their roles, talking about Rui, how he's just like he always just loves playing in the big games ever since he was younger. And I think we saw that in the playoffs. Like he doesn't shy away from the moment in the big games, and that's important. So hearing all those guys talk about that definitely did make me definitely did get excited. Hey, Miss Angie B, thank you for pulling up. Empire Jeff TV's own Angie B. Hope you're doing well. I know it's Monday Night Football. I know a lot of people are watching that right now, but my team is just, I don't know, they just got me a little upset and tight right now. So I figure I'd jump on live for a little bit. I don't know what attendance will be like today. I don't know what the chat will be like. A lot of people watching football. So but I just want to get on top about training camp and talk about the media day and, getting closer and closer to Saturday when we've got our first preseason game against the Golden State Warriors. And I'm curious to see how Darvin Ham does the preseason. Some guys kind of don't play anybody in the beginning. They ease in the middle and then don't play anybody at the end. I think the Lakers might look to play some guys early and then maybe fade out. So going to be interesting to see how that goes and see how that plays out. Hey, Mr. Search and Destroy, thank you for pulling up. I appreciate you as always, sir. The moderators of moderators in the building today. Appreciate you as always. Sorry your Giants are getting destroyed. Yeah, man, it seems to be the theme of the season. Just I don't know what it is. I was hoping that coming off last season, adding some pieces, adding Waller. I really like our rookie receiver, second year together, but then Saquon gets hurt in game 1, even though we win game 1. And then it's just been all downhill from there. They've been in some games. Like I said, they were a lot closer in that 49er game throughout and just kind of fell apart. And last 2 games, just the Cowboys game was just horrible, and then again tonight. So, yeah, I couldn't sit back and watch that too long, man. I had to get out of there. I was just like, I got it on right now, but I'm like, man, I got stuff to do, so I'm gonna get on that. Everyone is healthy and in shape. Same story every year. Yeah, that's with media day. It's all I can tell you. It's always happy in the beginning. That's why, like I said, I'm not one that overreacts to media day as far as what players say. I'm more excited about media day in general, that it's here. And, then we go from there. Although I did like what they said. Hey, Charlie, thank you for pulling up. Appreciate you. Thank you for the support as always. Giovanni Ramirez, appreciate you. Thank you. What's up, Empire Jeff? It was a good media day for the Lakers. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. We're going to talk about that and more. What we see. I love how AD and Braun it took players under their wing this offseason. Yeah, they absolutely did. And I really think we're going to see that pay off with Rui. Rui showed out last year. He had his breakout, and Austin had his breakout. I think that's going to continue into this season. And I really, really, really have high hopes for D'Lo. I'm high on D'Lo. Looks like the team is encouraging him. I like that they announced he's a starter early. Let him come in confident. Let him get ready. Let him focus on his job. I like that. I like what Darvin did about that. So and Pelinka. So I think D'Lo, he said all the right things. And like you said, he's coming into his prime. And it's going to be exciting to see. Like even someone like Torian Prince. He was even Cam Reddish saying like, "Why'd you become a Laker?" Because just there's nowhere else to go. They're the best. They're the best to go. Like if they're available and they want you, you go to the Lakers. So even that, like a guy that's not guaranteed any minutes. Christian Wood. I liked what he kind of was saying that whether on in the starting lineup or off the bench, he doesn't care. And those are the things you want to see for guys who make a sacrifice. That's important. Hey, Jonathan Neely, thank you for pulling up. Appreciate you, bro. Hope you have a good one, man. Hope you're having a good day. But yeah, what did you guys like? I really, really hope that we do see this year where AD does take the torch for LeBron. I really hope. We've heard LeBron say that before numerous times, and then he doesn't really back it up on the floor. He basically says, "I'm going to pass the torch," and then he kind of holds the torch on and just doesn't really give it to him. Or maybe he tries to hand it to him, and then AD doesn't willingly take it, and then he's like, "Okay, I'm taking it back from you." So I like to see LeBron make an actual, hey, this is your team. It's yours. I'm not going to be bailing you out here. I need to coast this year. I need to save and preserve my energy, my legs. You need to be the man this year. AD was out there saying he's hoping to play all 82 games, and that's his goal. And I mean, that's not my goal. I don't want AD playing all 82 games. I really don't. But I want him healthy for, potential. I want him to be able to play 82 games and be healthy. But I really don't want him out there playing 82 games at this point, to be honest with you. I don't think that benefits the Lakers as far as they do. So we got it here. Lakers at 5. What's up with you? Thank you for pulling up. Appreciate you, DJ. If you guys don't already, make sure to go over to Lakers at 5. Follow his channel. Great content over there. Great dude. He had a pretty long live stream today for Media Day. So go ahead and check that out as well. Great content. Great dude. Appreciate you, DJ. Thanks for pulling up, man. And we got Laker Familia. What's up with you? Thank you for pulling up. I appreciate the support as always. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hope you guys enjoyed your Media Day as well. Black Mama, thanks for pulling up. Black Mama 72. Man, I'm so hyped. What's good, Jeb? Hope you're feeling good. How are you feeling about this team so far, bro? I really like this team. I like the depth. I like the balance. I like the chemistry. You got top heavy pieces in Braun and AD. You got a couple of guys who can fit that 3-4 best player range in D'Lo, Austin Reeves, and Rui. And then you got like good bench pieces in Christian Wood, Torian Prince, Gabe Vincent, Max Christie, potentially Cam Reddish, Jackson Hayes. We are very deep. And like I said, I really, really like seeing that this team looks like they've developed a lot of chemistry in this offseason. It looks like for the second that these guys signed up, they've been together working out at the facility in El Segundo. And it looks like they're on the same page. And you really, really love to see that. You really love to see that. And this is what you got to do, man. You got to hit the ground running like it was 2020. Get out there, put in the work and together, be together as much as you could as a team. When they were out there doing that Braun mini camp in San Diego this year, like these things are important. And then everyone shows up, they do their thing, they come back talking well about it, hearing great things like AD's jump shot, hearing that D'Lo is being aggressive, looking like he's finding these spots out there. And I really, really like that Austin Reeves is pushing him. He's got really good chemistry with them. And it looks like he's really invested in making sure D'Lo has a great season. And that is excellent, excellent news for Lakers. Excellent news for Lakers. So absolutely, Black Mom. I'm getting 2020 vibes as well. So if they can start the season strong, stay healthy, play defense, play together, rebound the basketball, get their rotations down right, then hopefully we get the same result from 2020. Obviously not the COVID, but an NBA championship. And I think this team is capable. You see the other teams in the leagues are making moves. The Celtics, we got the Bucks. Denver kind of like lost people, didn't really add anybody. The Clippers, we don't know what they're going to do yet. We don't know what Philly's going to do yet. But a lot of these teams is going to come down to health. If AD and Braun are healthy, if Paul George and Kawhi are healthy, if Porzingis stays healthy in Boston, if Middleton and Giannis and Dame stay healthy in Milwaukee, like is Joker going to come back this season, and take it serious? Is he going to come into training camp overweight? Is Jamal Murray going to have a year where he takes another leap, or does he kind of fall off a little bit there? Who's going to fill the Bruce Brown role up there in Denver? Is it going to be Reggie Jackson? I mean, he can give you some buckets, but he can't give you the other things that Bruce Brown gave them. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out. Bro, I'm going to be at the Lakers Bucks preseason game. Let's go. Oh, that's dope. Shout out to you. Congrats. I'm definitely trying to go to a few preseason games this year. I got to try to see what my schedule is going to allow me to do, but I'm really trying to go to some. I'm definitely trying to go to more Laker games overall during the regular season. And I know it's not a popular thing to do, but I actually don't mind going to some Clipper games just to watch other teams. So those Laker prices, man, can be like $300-$400 a pop sometimes, man. So if I can go pay me a cool like $35-$45 and sit and watch all these other teams play ball, root against the Clippers, and see some NBA talent out there in a year where there's a ton of parity and competitive balance. So I may be going to all kinds of games this year just to get out there and see what's going on. So I'm excited for the season. I haven't been excited for an NBA season like this in a while. I'm talking about the whole NBA, not just the Lakers, but the whole NBA. There's a lot of teams out there that are going to be entertaining to watch. Like I said, I think we got 5 legit contenders. There's a handful of just absolutely trash teams, but they've got some young players that you want to see. And even some of the teams that like made the trade, like usually when a team trades someone like Dame, there's really no reason to watch them. But when you got someone important, that's an interesting watch right there to watch. Scoot Henderson. How does this team play without him? How does Ayton look in a new surrounding? Like, what does Time Lord look like over there? Like, do they keep Brogdon initially? Like, these are all things that are like things you want to watch during a regular season. And League Pass, I'm always a League Pass junkie. I always got multiple games on at once. And this season will be no different. I cannot wait to watch some NBA basketball, even just preseason. Just cannot wait to do it. Dante, what's up with you? Salute to you, family. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good one. Hope you're excited about the Lakers season being right around the corner and media day as we are. We're close. Saturday, we got our first preseason game, and I cannot wait to see that. We sent the Warriors home. I would like to go ahead and wreck their early season excitement, with Chris Paul over there and, get them 0-1 in the preseason. Even though preseason doesn't matter, it's always good to beat the Warriors, man, for sure. Black Mamba says, I listen to all your shows while working, so can't really be that active in the comments, but listen to all the shows that talk like they have some knowledge. Stay real, fam. Hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. We take this serious, and I try to line myself up and link myself up with like-minded basketball people. I try to stay away from all the nonsense and all the, not that I would call anyone a BS channel, but all the people who just talk narratives that don't really contribute to any type of knowledge of the game and breakdown or any type of real analysis. A lot of people can go to Basketball Reference or NBA.com and look at stats and think they can have a conversation, but they really don't watch the games and they really can't use it in conjunction with knowledge of watching the games. So anyone can look at YouTube, anyone can look at the stats, but anyone who can truly analyze and break down basketball, those are the people I want to talk with, do shows with, and learn from. And I hope that I can bring something to the table and help them learn something too. So appreciate you, Black Mamba, because, a lot of us out here work, from Dan, the Laker fan, to myself, to Lakers in 5, to, Lakers Fast Break. Shout out to them, to the Kareem Report, like many, many, many more. There's so many more people out there that do this very well and have great shows. And like I said, I'm just trying to get on the level of those guys. So, hopefully I will one day. Hopefully I'll be on that level. And hopefully this channel will continue to grow. And hopefully you guys continue to like what I bring to the table. But Black Mamba, thank you for the support as always. So yeah, super, super excited for Saturday. I can't wait. Even though it's preseason, I don't care. It feels like Christmas, and it feels like Christmas is going to be a month long. Because like I said, we just kicked off media day, training camp, preseason, started the regular season. All sports are active pretty much right now. And even though my New York Football Giants are absolutely wetting the bed like a 2-year-old right now in the last 3 games, I'm still excited that we got all this sports going on right now. It's the best time of the year. Absolutely best time of the year for me and everyone else who loves them some sports. Black Mamba, you two, Lakers in 5, and Dan, all them, bro. Listen, yeah, support all them, man. Support all them. They're my big brothers in this YouTube stuff. They helped me get started. Dan put me on his platform. And you guys know I'm a regular over there and around the league now. It's not just like his show, it's our show now. So, thank you to him for making that happen. That's a blessing. Rocking, like I said, Lakers in 5, always that's a well-versed basketball mind over there with DJ, man. Like, I know he's got a panel, got a lot of people up there at times, but when you get a chance to listen to DJ just break down basketball, like, he knows his stuff. He very much knows his stuff for sure. Off season flew right by. Yeah, it did. I'm telling you, I started doing this YouTube stuff probably like at some point in July. I didn't even do the big wave. I really didn't do the draft. I didn't do free agency. I did like kind of the dog days of summer. And doing this channel and going on other people's channels and other panels, really, really talking basketball all this time, made it really pass by quick. And it's like, we're here. We are here. Media day today, training camp tomorrow. Like, we are here. It just flew by talking basketball with you guys and just talking Laker basketball and NBA basketball, some kind of crazy stuff that we go when we go off script there and talk to some NFL and all this stuff. But this is, I know it's primarily a basketball channel. Like, well, at times we will talk other things. We will talk other sports at times, but this is absolutely primarily a basketball centric channel. And obviously I'm a diehard Laker fan. So, but it's a basketball channel, but we will talk other things, of course, as well. But, yeah, this off season flew by, and I hope the season doesn't fly by. I hope the off season flew by, and I hope this season is just great, and we get to enjoy it, and it's just night in, night out. And I just really can't wait to talk basketball with you guys through this whole season, for real. Please like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell. Yes. Thank you, Serge. Yeah, please do. We're trying to grow the channel, as you know. Next goal is 500 subscribers. We were at 69, 370 as of this morning, I think. So I don't know if it's gone up since then, but yeah, definitely trying to grow the channel. And because of all you guys, it is, like I said, run a pretty good streak right now. We were in the low 300s, even just a few days ago, and we are approaching 400. But 400 is not the next goal. 500 is, and by the strength of you guys and everyone else who's checking out these videos, if you do like, subscribe, and share, we will get to that next goal. So I appreciate everyone who has subscribed already, those who do in the future. And like I said, if you're watching the show right now and you like what you hear, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for your boy. It goes a long way to help the channel. And for those who ask me, I get asked all the time how you can donate to the channel. And I'm not eligible for super chats yet because, like I said, I'm new and I don't have the follower count yet, but we're getting there. But in the meantime, you can cash at me at Cash App $Empire Jeff. Is for the meantime where you can send me that Cash App. Obviously, you don't have to. Doesn't change the content I put out or anything like that. But I get asked all the time, and that's the only way to really do it right now. So appreciate everyone. So that's supported the channel. Get the likes up for this, man. Hey, appreciate you, mama. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, so like shout out to Lakers Fast Break, Dan the Lakers fan, and all them. Like I said, I'm heavy on other people's channels as well. That's how I got my start. I had this channel, really didn't give it my all yet. I was having such a good time going on other people's channels and other people's panels and just talking basketball, and they all kept encouraging me to get over here. Jeff, get over there and do your own show, man. like get over there and do it. We love having you on our panel, but we want to go listen to you too. And this kind of gives me time to kind of talk for instead of just going to segment here and sharing the screen time. It actually gives me a chance to really just kind of do my thing over here, which is what it's for, right? So, but I absolutely love those other channels, and I'll be Around the League is coming back sooner than you think. So we'll have that coming soon. But I just I hope they come out on Saturday, man. I hope they take this preseason serious. I hope they just destroy Golden State out the gate just off energy. But it's really hard to judge anything with preseason. You could lose by 30 and it really doesn't matter, or you can win by 20. It doesn't really matter. But in a game that doesn't matter, I'd much rather win by 20 than lose by 20, because preseason, it's rare that it comes down to the wire, because it's usually one team gets out ahead and you put a bunch of the guys out there that really aren't going to make it. And then it's just garbage time out there. And even if you do win that, it's not really exciting. But this time we have so many guys on this team that are going to be on the regular roster. So we've got the 14 roster spots. We got the 3 two-ways. So the majority of the guys that we're going to see in preseason are guys that are most likely going to be on the team or on our two-way structure. So that alone is going to be fun, because usually you got like 18, 19 guys, and you know that like 3 guys are going to be cut after the first couple games, or 1 right after training camp, and you're watching guys that you probably never heard of and probably will never see again. In this case, we got dudes for the most part that you do know and you are going to see. And that's the strength of the two-way and having 3 two-way contracts now. Usually back in the day, like, or even as a few years ago, those couple of those guys would have no link to the team whatsoever. Those 3 guys or 4 guys, 3 guys and Exhibit 10 guys, those guys, as soon as training camp is up, they're out of there. They're gone. Like I say, you never see them again. This year, I think that's going to be a little bit different. Hey, Vincent Peleas, thank you for showing up. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Lakers looking good in media day. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They're looking good in general. Like, it was good because I was kind of like, while I was working on some things today after media day, I was kind of making the rounds, listening to some shows on YouTube. And, obviously the Laker people, Dan had a great breakdown. Lakers in 5 had a great breakdown. Lakers Fast Break always does great breakdowns. But even like kind of catching in on some of the other guys' channels who don't typically cover the Lakers, but they were covering the media day around, basically all around all the NBA and all teams' media days. And a lot of guys who aren't really Laker fans, or even people who, are kind of diss the Lakers a little bit. They were speaking how the Lakers are put together pretty well. And then they seem to see him as a threat. Even people who kind of perennially hate on the Lakers were kind of giving them their due, which is refreshing to see. They weren't just talking out of the side of their mouth. It's good to see people be objective and subjective and just get out there and and tell the truth and just break down and analyze what they see versus like, just spewing, hatred towards a team they don't like or a player they don't like. Mm. But I do hope, but in seeing those, like it was just seeing everyone kind of cover it, and it seems like the Lakers got a lot of people's attention, which is good. So, in a positive light, we're coming into the season with no drama. We haven't done that the last couple seasons, and everyone looks excited. They look ready. They look fresh. LeBron got his hair painted on good for media day, looking like Space Jam hairline out there. So it's that's only really happens in media day, right? But everyone else just looks good, man. Like AD looks solid. He looks ready to go. Everyone looks in shape. No one is actually really hurt right now. No, nothing lingering. Usually guys come in and they can't play because they got like a heel injury or, they pulled a hamstring or a calf injury. These things that happen early and often in training camp. And so far we haven't been hit with it. It's going to happen eventually. Someone's going to have a little something, hopefully nothing major, obviously, but someone's going to have a little something. And, they miss a preseason game or two where they get shut down for the remainder of the preseason. But I want these guys to get as much time together as possible. It's absolutely important to get out there and play together and spend time together. And training camp is important. They had the mini camp, they got the training camp and preseason. And the start to our season, is not ideal. It's a little rough, but, hopefully they can come out and, get the season started. If they can come at like a 70% winning percentage out the gate, that would be ideal. I want them to be 10-2 because we went 2-10 last year. I know that might be unrealistic, but that's what I'm praying and hoping for. And I hope these guys get out the gate early. I hope their defense is sharp. I hope their offense takes the leap. Like I said, I don't think the Lakers will have a problem being a top 5 defensive team. It is it's my hope that they will be a top 10 offensive team. Because with the depth they have and the range that they have, they can't huddle around. They can't be in the 20s offensively like they were last year. They were able to fix their defense, and their defense rose as the season went on, and I believe they finished 11th. But their offense didn't quite get going ever to a point where they moved up the ranks. So the Lakers are going to have to be like the lowest that I would, like to see them be, would be like in like the 10 to 15 range. Like hopefully they're top 10, but if they can't be outside of that 10 to 15 range, north of that, and really expect to not have some struggles this season. So I like what they've done with their defense, but their offense is really got to show up and be well. Wow, Butler was ready for Halloween. Yeah, I don't know what Jimmy was doing, going full Becky with the good hair stuff. I don't know what he was doing over there, but Jimmy just, I don't know. He had the dreadlocks last year. He did this year. I don't know what he does, but you notice what ESPN did. They think he did it on media day, and ESPN kept showing that picture throughout the whole season. They better not show this hair the entire season, man. They better not do that to us. Because sorry, to drink water. Because the dreads were one thing. The dreads were absolutely one thing. But to sit up there and make us see that hairdo all year, oh man, they can't do that to us, Chad. Come on, man. They cannot do that to us. Man, I want to see that like on the links when they're showing like ESPN Friday night, and then they're showing the like he's at the free throw line and showing his stats. Like I do not want to see that hairdo for the remainder of the season. Like, please don't let us see that. Please don't let us see that at all. No one wants to see that. See Butler going through mood swings. Yeah, he said he's emotional. He said he was emotional. He's clowning, man. He's just out there trolling. He's just getting his attention, staying relevant. He's probably going to come in, probably going to take 20, 25 games off one way or another. He's going to try to flip the system, go out there and not really care too much early in the season, turn it up late, and then probably be 7th, 8th, 9th, or 10th seed, or whatever it is, playing team, and then try to turn it up in the playoffs to try to shock people again. But I think people are understanding that, with Miami, that they do that. And it might be wise for these teams in the Eastern Conference, if they don't want to deal with them, to just take them serious in the regular season and hope they miss the playoffs and just run them out, because punish them for trying to have that type of strategy. But I, like he said, somehow whoever cares, somehow get to the finals and this year and win it. But I don't see them even being a threat. Like I said before, you could make the finals and still not be a contender, because you could have just, had your way in the conference, get there and they had absolutely no chance to win a title last year. They got to the finals, and I know they won one more game than the Lakers did. I get it. But they had no chance of winning a title, like none, no chance of winning a title. even though they made it to the finals. And I know that sounds weird, but just because you make it to the NBA finals does not make you a contender, because several people have made it to the finals, were not contenders, got swept, or the gentleman's sweep. And, you get one game and lose every other game, getting blown out. And that's cool if you want to brag about that one win, but you still went home with nothing like the rest of us, whether you missed the playoffs or went to the finals. Like, it doesn't matter. So there's only one winner at the end of the day holding up that trophy. And while I was proud of the Lakers making the Western Conference Finals after the start of the season that they had, and the way they played after the trade deadline, a lot of them talked about that at media day today. But they shouldn't have been in that predicament to begin with. So hearing them talk about that, and basically how they said they had 3 seasons last year. You had the way they started the season, then kind of rebounding from that, and then the post-trade deadline, and all the way to the playoffs went. And especially Rui coming from Washington, kind of in the middle of that, and then having to play with Russ a little bit, and then going through that, and then the trade deadline happens. These new guys come in, and then adjusting to that, and the fact that team even went to the Western Conference Finals is just crazy. Shout out to them though. Daryl Morey look exhausted. Yeah, man, Daryl Morey, man, he's got some problems over there for sure. It's not just Harden. Like, you've got Embiid looking back like, what are you doing here? You've got Tobias Harris, who's about to be a free agent. You've got Maxey, who you're going to have to extend this coming summer. And it's like he's over here trying to do whatever he can to have cap space for next summer, when Daryl Morey's never really been a cap space GM. He's a trading GM. Like, he gets most of his people via trade. So I don't know what he's trying to do here, what he's going to do, how he's going to reshape that team. Like, I just don't know how he's going to make this right with Harden doing what he is. He's got to get that figured out. And I think that someone like a Brogdon might be able to help them while they buy time in a Harden trade, but they just got to figure out how that could work mathematically and still kind of keep, some of the other guys while you wait out the Harden situation, because Harden's about to make it ugly for sure. Dante said, Jimmy Butler maxed out after that one explosion against the Bucks. Yeah. I mean, the thing about Jimmy is he just burns out. And I catch heat for this, but I really believe it. Like, Jimmy is not a superstar. He's really, really not. He's a very good player. He's a sort of star. He's not a superstar. He's he could be a perennial all-star, all-NBA type player, but he's not a perennial all-NBA first team player, top player on an Olympic team. He's not that dude. He's not a superstar. People be handing around that superstar title like it's candy. These guys that they label superstars, they call Trae Young a superstar. He's not a superstar. Jimmy Butler is not a superstar. These guys are not superstars. Paul George is not a superstar. These are sort of stars. All-stars, perennial all-stars, can make some all-NBA teams, but these guys are not superstars. And when you start calling these guys superstars and start expecting superstars behavior and superstar performances out of them, you're going to be really disappointed for sure. Sixers seem a mess, sadly. Yeah, they do. And I don't know how they get out of it. They're sitting back waiting for the Clippers to save them, but the Clippers don't have anything that saves them. What are you going to get? You're going to go out there and get a Norm Powell, Marcus Morris. I mean, Batum. What are these guys going to do for your team when you're giving up someone like Harden, who is who he is, but they can't replace his production? Now, if you're going to sit back and just sit and pray and hope that Maxey takes the next leap, then that's okay. But is he going to take the leap of Harden? And he could still take that leap this year, and you would have Harden. You'd have both of them. So how are you going to replace Harden's production is what they've got to figure out. And I don't think you get that from the Clippers. That would have been lovely if they could have got Holiday, obviously Dame, maybe Brogdon. Maybe Brogdon can get somewhere. Maybe Brogdon can get you 15, 16, 17 points, some assists and things like that. But just to take on those pieces that you're going to get from the Clippers, that's not it. And I get why Morey doesn't want to do it. I get that. But at some point, what's the distraction worth? Is he going to be a problem? Is he going to make things ugly for you over there? I still maintain that I think CP3 is an option for them. If it gets to a point where they've got to make a move, they've got to get someone who can produce, someone that can keep Joel happy as far as just putting up points, getting assists, and help running the show. At some point, I'd rather have CP3 playing and helping Joel than having Harden on the bench eating tubs of ice cream. You know what I mean? I'd much rather have that. So outside of that, I don't know. I don't know what Philly's options are at this point. I really don't. I don't know what could happen. I just don't know. I don't even know if someone's giving up a first round pick for him. Like, I don't know. Like, if you're going to sit up here, OKC has, like, let's say OKC has got roster spots that they've got to clear out and get rid of. They've got to wave down 3 guys, right? But then they've got contracts that they don't really love and don't necessarily need, that they could send over. But they've got so many picks where the Clippers don't. So maybe the Clippers are a little bit more stingy with their picks. And not that OKC would want Harden, but maybe OKC, like they can get involved in a 3 team where they absorb some heat, right? Some salary, and give up some type of pick. Maybe they get like a Oladipo or Bertans off their roster. Like, there's movable money over there. Bertans is about 17 million. Oladipo's like in the nines, maybe around 10. So that's approaching maybe $27 million in movable money that they might be able to use to help facilitate something. And that is within Harden's range. So that's only if he waives his trade kicker. Like, if he waives his trade kicker, which he may not, because he may want every penny he's owed. So if he doesn't waive his trade kicker, then they'd have to throw some more money into that. But if he does waive his trade kicker, then OKC could help facilitate that. They got about 27 in movable money there. And, that could be interesting. But outside of that, like, I don't really know where Harden can go that he would be. Well, I just don't know if he's happy anywhere. That he would be happy, and the team would be happy to have him the way they would actually give up any type of real value for him. I just don't know where that is at this point. Now I want some ice cream. Yeah, I mean, I know, right? It's funny. It was in LA. It was cold. So the last few days, cold and rainy. Now it's about to be like 95 again in like a day or two. So yeah, ice cream is definitely going to be needed right there. Sitting hard in there eating tubs of ice cream, man, while his teammates are out there trying to compete in NBA games when he just doesn't care. Was always only thinking about himself. What do you think, chat? Like, are you as clueless as me as far as, can you think? I mean, does Miami get desperate enough because they've done nothing? Do the Knicks try to get involved there? Like you get the 2 teams who did absolutely nothing that have to do something. Excuse me, the 3 teams that did nothing this offseason and have to do something is Philly, Miami, and the Clippers. So is there something that lines up there? Is there something that helps these teams out? Like, does Philly have any interest in the Kyle Lowry? Do the Clippers have interest in Kyle Lowry? Like, maybe Clippers get Lowry, Heat get Harden, and Philly gets something from Miami. Like, I don't know, but those are the 3 teams that seem to just have done nothing, this season. Portland's still out there with Brogdon. Maybe they get involved in somewhere, and it does look like they were on speaking terms with Miami with the holiday sweepstakes. They did speak. Miami did make an offer, and they chose the Boston offer. So they did talk. So I wasn't sure if they were still on speaking terms. It appears now that they are. So if you look at those teams, those 4 teams there, Portland has someone they're probably willing to move. Not as like, we're definitely moving him like Holiday was. But they do have some piece that they probably wouldn't mind moving if they got fair value for him, which is Brogdon. You've got the Clippers who've got Batum, Morris, and Powell, whose contracts, they probably want to move to acquire someone. They don't seem ready to move Terrence Mann yet, which is still baffling. So what do you like? What happens? Like, what happens? Like, you got those guys. You got Miami. You got Kyle Lowry over there. You've got Tyler Hero, who's kind of taking some shots at Portland today at Media Day. I don't know if they're still looking to move him or not. But if you're Miami, do you give up like a Tyler Hero for a James Harden? Like, do you do that? Would you do that? If you're Miami, do you think James Harden can fit in your culture down there? The Heat way, the Heat culture that they talk about down there? James Harden does not seem like a Pat Riley type player. He doesn't. So I don't know. Does Brogdon end up back with the Clippers? Not back with the Clippers. Do they go back to that trade talk with the Clippers for Brogdon? I could see that happening. I absolutely could see that happening. But do they? So all these things are out there, and I think those 4 teams is kind of where it's at right now, because these other teams look ready to go into their training camp. They look settled. They look cool. They like with what they got. But Philly, Miami, and the Clippers need to do something, and they kind of need each other to do it. So I don't know what they're waiting for. Like, is Terrence Mann holding up all these moves because the Clippers just do not want to get rid of him? I just don't understand it. I can't see Harden being on Miami. I agree. Yeah, I can't see it. But is Miami desperate enough to make a move? Because they literally, like, they've lost players. They really haven't filled in anywhere of value, right? So like they might have to do something, and Philly has to do something. So I don't know. Harden seems like a perfect fit for the Flippers. So I mean, he they've been working out. So I know that for some of the Clippers players, just like when they wanted Russ, and everybody was like, why? Like, and even though Russ fit better on the Clippers, and obviously injuries happened, didn't lead to anything, but they're kind of got that same thing with Harden there. They've been working out with him. That's the move that the players want. The players, even when Holiday and Dame were quote unquote available, the players for some reason want Harden. They want Harden over there, and I don't know why. I don't know what led to that. I am unsure, because last thing I remember, him and Russ like didn't end well in Houston. So I don't know why they would want that. And Harden just seems like a guy that would drive Kawhi nuts. Like he just really does. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But they seem to want him for some reason. King of Diamonds. Harden might be like that. Harden might like that. Yeah, just man. I don't know how this plays out. Like I wish I did. I kept thinking like, first Dame, and then Holiday, and now Brogdon. It just keeps like lining up, like the Clippers, Portland, and Philly. It looks like they're just like it's perfect made to be a 3-team trade for one of these deals, and they just keep not happening. So I don't know why, and I just don't know if it's because the Clippers just don't want to give up, man, or what it is. Hey, Outed, thank you for pulling up. I appreciate you. I think Philly has backed themselves into a corner and are delaying the inevitable. The process is over. The process has been over. But it's fine. But I agree with you. I don't know what they're going to do here. I'm struggling. That's on my chat. Help me out. Help me out. Help me out here. Does it just blow up so bad and hard to make things so embarrassing that Joel wants out like by December? Do you think that happens? I know it's a possibility, but do you think it happens? Do you think the Clippers enter the season with this roster? Do you think Portland enters the season with Brogdon on their team? Do you think Miami enters the season with this roster? They stand pat. Like, there's no way all four of those things happen, right? Am I crazy? There's no way all four of those things happen. I just can't, man. Hey, Tutran, thank you for pulling up. Appreciate you. Thank you. My team was getting waxed today, man. I stopped watching. So if y'all can, man, keep that giant score out the chat, man. I don't want to hear about that, man. We over here tight about that, man. Sunday, thank you for pulling up. Appreciate you. Matt Barnes was saying the league won't blackball him. He's right, though. But I believe Matt Barnes' quote was, the league doesn't need you. They don't need him. They don't need Harden. Harden is not a top 5 player. Harden probably not even a top 10 player anymore. Harden is not someone that the NBA needs. And it doesn't seem like he's a player that a lot of these other teams need. No one is out there chasing him down. No one is dying to have him. So no one is offering up much for him. So Matt Barnes is absolutely right. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the market is for him at this point. And like I said, I don't know if those 4 teams are going to go into the season the way they are: Miami, Philly, Houston, and Portland. And like I don't know. But what do you guys think James Harden market is? Do you think he's worth a first round pick, an unprotected first round pick? Do you think it's 2 picks? Do you think it's no first round pick, maybe a pick swap? Do you think it's multiple 2s and a decent player? Like, what do you think like he's worth? Like, if you're Chicago, do you think about moving potentially Zach LaVine for him and just getting out of that long-term deal for LaVine and getting Harden's expiring? No matter what happens, it's expiring. If Chicago's looking to blow that up at some point this season, is that a trade that they consider just to get out from under that LaVine salary? And if you're Philly, it seems like they don't want to take on any long-term salary, but I mean, I don't know who they think they're going to get. Like, I don't know who they think they're going to get. And if at least LaVine signed long-term. So like I said, I don't know what these 4 teams are going to do. I thought I did maybe about a week, 7 to 10 days ago. I thought I had some idea, but it seems like everything that could have been lined up for these teams to do a 3-team trade just doesn't seem to happen. It just doesn't seem to pop off. So I don't know what they're doing. Dante says, at this point, we need the graphic guy to look at his crystal ball. Yeah, man. Did y'all see that graphic that Chris did for me today? It's the new logo on my YouTube channel there, man. We was talking last night. I was like, yo, you think I need a, this logo I have that's on the screen right here. Like, this one I designed myself, and I'm not a graphic designer. It's just something basic. You know what I mean? I was like, you know what? I'm like, you think at this point I need a new graphic? And he's like, well, what you think? What do you think? And talk to me. What you got in mind? And then like I was like, let's think of something I could flip, maybe something like vintage, come from there. And I was like, yo, the NBA on NBC logo like would be dope, something along the lines of that. And then they had 2 or 3 different ones. And again with Chris, man, sometimes I feel like I tell him and he'll be like, I think like, okay, he'll get to me this week when he has some time, because Chris is a busy dude, man. And literally, like, my dude hits me back in like 30 minutes, like max, with the logo, the YouTube cutout, like everything. It's just like, so if you guys need any graphics, man, make sure you hit up the graphic guy, Chris, man, because he's the best, man. And he always looks out for your boy. And if you didn't, let me know what you guys think of that logo, that flipping that NBA on NBC to the Empire Jeff TV logo. That's that new joint. Let me know what y'all think about that, man. Let me know what y'all think. Actually, you know what? I got it right here. Hold on. I got to edit it in here, though. Let me see. Where's it at? It's this one right there. We go. What y'all think about that? I mean, I think it's hard as hell. So I got the NBA and NBC logo, got a little bit Laker in the TV part, and you got the sideline reporter microphone right there. So, like, man, I think it's fire. I think Chris did his thing on this, man. Big Art Sports, what's good with you, man? I appreciate you. What's good, Empire Fire? New logo, bro. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you. Chris, that graphic guy, did his thing, like I said. So, appreciate you, Art, man. Make sure y'all go check out Big Art Sports over there. You probably already have. If you haven't, please go do so. Subscribe, like, and check out Art's work over there. He does a great job. Pleasure to have you in here again, brother. Hope you're doing well. And search, if you can, throw if you still have it from last night, throw a Big Art's Cash App in the chat there. Just try to help our boy out here, man. Everybody go support Big Art over there. Harden's time as elite commodity may have passed, so not sure many teams are interested. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't know how many teams would be interested at this point. That's absolutely correct. So like I said, I struggle now. I don't know what his value is. I don't know how many teams are interested in him. I don't know why they would be interested in him. Especially when he just wants out everywhere he goes. Like, I don't know, but I wouldn't, if I had a team, I would not trade for him. Like, it wouldn't be something that I'd want to do. The new CBA has increased the value of picks significantly. Nobody should give up multiple picks for Harden at this point. Yeah, I agree with you. Absolutely agree with you. But at some point, like, maybe you got like a long-term contract you want out of. You speak of this new CBA. Maybe you got someone who's got 3 or 4 years left, that you immediately got buyer's remorse for. You don't want it. Harden's deal can get you out of it. Maybe you got to do a pick for it. Something like that I can see teams doing because, like I said, that contract being 3, 4 more years could be more harmful to you than actually taking out Harden. So something like that could absolutely work. Hey, appreciate you, Serge. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. I like the vintage stuff, man. I like this. I got to clean it up though. This one I got to make the logo a little bigger in the circle here. But outside of that, like it's fire, man. Chris did his thing in there, man. Hey, Jamal 3224. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for pulling up. Yeah, the NBA and NBC, man. Dun, 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 dun. Like, I was already hearing that loop in my head when I saw this logo, man. Hey, appreciate you, Jonathan. Thank you. Jeff, new logo plays a classic NBA song, NBA and NBC. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's why it was quick, man. We came up with this concept because, like, when I told him, man, I think I want to, put something new. And he was like, what you think? What you got in mind? And we just boom, 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 and shot a couple ideas, and then there it was. He used his God-given talent, from there, and it just went. So if at some point Chris does pop up in the chat before I get out of here, make sure y'all show him some love, man, and tell him what you think of the logo because I think it's it's fire. Absolutely fire. There we go. Yeah, let's get a Big Art's Cash App in there, man. $Arthur171. Make sure to support him, man. YouTube. He took a hit in the last couple of weeks, man. So we got to help hold him down until they let that appeal go through and then let him back on his feet. I think it's sometime in December. So Big Art will be back with that, no doubt about it. But in the meantime, let's just try to help our boy out, man. And just go and check out his channel expeditiously. Appreciate you, Search. Logo has the purple, needs a trace of gold. Yeah, I did. I'm probably gonna flip this into multiple colors. I'm probably gonna make it so like how I got this logo this year. I'm probably gonna end up just go ahead and flipping that logo to this color scheme. I just have a generic one, which will be the NBA on NBC logo. But we'll go and we'll Laker this thing out for sure. This is kind of just the first version of it, but there's gonna be multiple versions of this for sure. Portland get a bunch of 7th graders lining up. The scouting is getting younger and younger. Portland, man. Portland be Portland, man. Mr. 81, appreciate you. Get Jeff to 1K subs. Hey, Mr. 81, I would love that. First goal is 500. Let's get Jeff to 500. Let's get Empire Jeff TV to 500 first. That's the next goal. First goal is 300. Second goal is 500. Next one is 750, and then 1,000. But let's get to 500. That's the next step. So definitely appreciate the support, everybody. Like I said, for those who are listening that have not yet subscribed, like I said, please subscribe. It goes a long way to help the channel. Please like the video if you have not done so already, and like share the video as well, because gonna have a lot of content coming out during the season, man. I feel like y'all just got to get to know me during the off season. Wait till games start happening, man. You guys really haven't caught me breaking down games. You haven't seen me really doing any pregame, post-game, breaking down stretches. Like you see me on Dan's channel doing that when we did some live games. You see me probably maybe on Lakers and 5, but on my channel, you know, it's gonna be my chance to do it on my channel, and I'm excited for that. And yeah, let's just have a great season with this. But channel, like I said, is still fairly new. Making great progress for the lack of for the amount of videos that I have. But as I continue to do it and continue to grow, I don't think we'll have any problem reaching our goals, because the channel's pace is going at a pace that I'm comfortable with, and the rest is in the viewers' hands and in the community and the chat's hands. So hopefully it continues to grow. So but I'm absolutely looking forward to it. I cannot wait for Saturday. Absolutely can't wait for Saturday. Yes, sir. Make sure to check out Dan the Lakers fan, and make sure to hit up his Cash App as well. He's kind of going through the same situation that Big Art was, so going to hit him up, Dan the Laker fan, on his Cash App, $ DTLF24. So DTLF24 would be his Cash App, and then Big Art's is $ Arthur171. So make sure to go and support these guys. It's important. These guys give you endless free content. They make the sacrifice. They're dedicated. They keep Laker Nation and give Laker Nation a voice. Let people talk amongst Laker Nation. You know, as much as you guys value that, and it's important. You know, make sure to show some love to these guys, because it's absolutely important. It helps their channel, and it helps them be able to make more content, and it motivates them to keep up the sacrifices that they make. Because make no ifs, ands, or buts about it. To do a channel and spend all this time and do all this stuff, it requires a sacrifice. It absolutely does. So salute to those guys for sure. But yeah, so I can't. What is the first game? Is October 24th is the first game of the regular season? Is it 24th or 27th? But I know the thank you, Search. I know that the first preseason was October 7th. For some reason, I can't think if it's October 24th or 27th. Or somewhere around there is the first day of the regular season. I don't know why it's slipping my mind. But in Denver, it's going to be rough. Absolutely going to be rough. You know, it's that ring night. They put the banner up there. So that's going to be interesting for sure. But it's hope they get that one, because, you know, when you got the ring ceremony and ring night, well, sometimes you can sneak up on teams. It used to be automatic. And then it took people like 5 or 6 years to pick up on that narrative. I remember I was saying for years, the best time to get a champion is opening night, man. And I think that narrative kind of died. Teams started noticing they were going to get caught slipping on ring night, and they started taking it more serious. So it's harder to get them now than it was like more than a handful of years ago. But hope they can restart that trend this year, and get Denver at home and sneak up on them on ring night and get that dub. And then, you know, Phoenix, man, Denver, Phoenix, and Clippers, those 3 games. If they take all 3 of those games early in the season, oh my God, Laker Nation. Oh my God, Chad. It's about to be wild if they pull that off. Absolutely wild if they pull that off. And that ain't gonna be easy. That's gonna be tough. In Denver, at home against Phoenix, and then playing the Clippers, you know, some games after that. I know they got Sacramento in there too. It is not an easy start to this schedule. It is not. But I think the team is deep enough and capable enough, and I think they're hungry enough to get it done. So that's the hope. Now we just got to hope that they pull it off. October 24th. Thank you, Dante. That's what I thought. I don't know, for some reason I was like October 24th, and something in my head was like 27th. I was like, what the hell is going on? But yeah, so October 24th. Super excited, man. Cannot wait. It's right around the corner. It's going to be here before we know it. Like quick. Saturday is going to be here before we know it. And we're going to get endless content between now and Saturday, because they're going to be in training camps. They're going to be media availability, press every day, talking about it every day. So they are on the court, they're working, and we're going to get updates every day and stories every day. So it's going to be great. Cannot wait to see it. Rough start. Be glad if we break even. Oh man, break even, I'd be a little upset with, to be honest with you, but I get what you're coming from. It is going to be a rough start, schedule wise. I don't know necessarily it'll be a rough start for us to finish up, but I just I don't know what we finish at. I'm like I said, I joke around and say we're going to be 10-2. That's probably unrealistic expectation, but I really, really hope we come out the gates running. Flex on these teams, pump them right in the mouth, and show them, give them a preview of what this season might look like for the Lakers, and put the league on notice. I would like nothing more than that to happen, like very much so. Would like that to happen, but we just gotta wait and see. So, but yeah, outside of that, I just want to jump on tonight while my Giants were getting smacked. I wanted to talk some media day, but this one really wasn't going to be a too long of a video tonight. Let me see. It looks like I got a. Let me see here. I don't usually have my phone on me during it because I don't want to get distracted, but then I wanted to be able to catch these cash outs when people send them. So give me 1 second because I think someone sent one and I want to be able to thank them. Last couple of videos people sent them, I didn't see it until after the stream was done. But let me see what we got here. Let me see who sent me something here. So okay, gotcha. Actually, no, never mind. Excuse me. Never mind. That's actually something else. But I do appreciate you guys for pulling up. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for sharing your media day with me, and give me your feedback, seeing what you thought. I'll probably be back on here sometime tomorrow night. If I'm not on another panel, I might be doing a show tomorrow night, so be on the lookout for that. But outside of that, I want to thank you guys for pulling up and spending the evening with me. Good talking with you guys. You guys can be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. Shout out to Search for holding down the moderation in the chat. I appreciate you. And like I said, make sure to hit up Dan the Laker fans Cash App, as well as Big Arts Cash App. Make sure to go and support those guys. It's important. Actually, I did get a Cash App here. Sorry about that. Looks like it's Jeremy Reyes. Thank you so much. Oh man, thank you very much for the $50 super chat, man. Appreciate you, Jeremy Reyes. I don't know who you are because I don't see that name in the chat. I don't know if you go by something else, but you didn't put it in the Cash App as to what your channel name is. So I definitely appreciate you heavily. That was a gracious donation. Thank you so much. Appreciate you very much. But yeah, so I will catch you guys tomorrow, either on my show or someone else's. And thank you again. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.